What is Codex Sinaiticus, or sometimes pronounced Sinaiticus? It's a manuscript at St. Catherine's Monastery at the base of Mount Sinai in Egypt. Or I should say a manuscript that was there. In the 1840s and 1850s, Konstantin Tischendorf, a German scholar par excellence, a brilliant New Testament texture critic, funded by the Russian government, went to Mount Sinai, St. Catherine's Monastery, and in the 1850s, he had a chance to look at their New Testament portion of Sinaiticus. This was a manuscript produced in the 4th century, about AD 350, and it's a manuscript that originally had the entire Bible in it. Codex Sinaiticus, one of the most important things about it is its age, but another important thing about it is that this manuscript is a complete New Testament. It doesn't have all the Old Testament, just portions of it, mostly starting at 1 Chronicles. But it has the whole New Testament. And this manuscript now is the oldest manuscript in existence of the complete New Testament. The next oldest is 500 years newer. So Codex Sinaiticus is extraordinarily important in that in about AD 350, we now have a manuscript that is still used today as one of the fundamentally most important manuscripts of the New Testament, and it has the whole text in it. Constantine wrote a note to the monks and said, I want to borrow this book, and I will return it whenever you ask for it. He took it with him back to St. Petersburg. It was photographed, and when he got back to Russia, the Tsar said, you're not giving this back. This is now my codex. And so basically, Russia stole it from St. Catherine's. And it's a really interesting story, but it ended up at the British Library today. That's where it is. December 27th, 1933, by an armed truck. It was brought there, and a guy named T.C. Skeet was the assistant curator. He lived till he was 100 years old. He wrote into the 21st century about Codex Sinaiticus. It was just absolutely fascinating.